What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. Frank the Tank Kaminsky is on a move to the Suns. This is a move that nobody really seen coming. We didn't know it was going to happen. They got the Suns got Frank Kaminsky. They really have, and it's official. And they got him for 2 years. So I think that's just mind blowing. This is a guy that was drafted as a top 10 pick. He gave you double-digit points for 3 straight seasons in Charlotte. They played 79 games, 75 games, and 81 games. He had an injury season last year. It was his worst year of his career, in my personal opinion, because we couldn't really see him in a big role consistently. He only played 16 minutes. The most minutes he ever played was 26. He's not going to bring you defense. He's not going to bring you switchability. But what he's known for and what he got drafted for is his ability to stretch out that paint as a power forward or center and give you that three-point shooting. The last 2 seasons, he shot 3 threes a game. Season in 17-18, he gave you 38%, and 18-19 gave you 36%. And that's enough attempts, and that's a quality shot for him to take. He still give you some decent rebounding numbers considering his minutes. Not really going to collapse. Not really going to break the boards. Not really going to give you anything crazy. He's just a guy that is a role player. He's going to give you exactly what you need him to. He's going to do what he does best. He's a specialist at what he does. He can post up a little bit. He can hit some mid-range. He can get to the free throw line. If you don't pay attention to him, he can be a little sneaky offensively. What I will say about Frank Kaminsky, that I wasn't expecting this. I didn't really know where he was going to go, but it is good that he did get picked up, and he does have a team that he can really be doing something special with. They do have Aaron Baines. They do have DeAndre Ayton already on the roster for that center position, but we don't really know how this roster is going to look going into the season. They got a lot of young players. They got a lot of things that they're trying to do, but at the same time, I don't really know what they're really trying to do. I'm even looking on ESPN. They got Dragon Bender as a small forward. So that just shows you how confusing it can be. Devin Booker is a small forward. Mikal Bridges, they might as well call him a power forward at this point. But the Suns, they got a lot of talent. But I really want to know what they're trying to do. They just got a new coach. They fired him. 1 minute they running the offense through Devin Booker, which is fine. Next minute, they're looking for wing defenders and Josh Jackson and Mikal Bridges. That doesn't work. Now they're looking for bigs that can space out the floor and knock down a 3. I personally prefer Ayton because he can give you double-digit rebounds, and he fits what you're trying to do with the elbow jumpers and getting the offensive rebounds and staying close to the paint so he can get the lobs and the dunks. That's what they try to do with Tyson Chandler. He's a better offensive player than Tyson Chandler, a worse defender, but a better rebounder at this point. He's better than Aaron Baines. He's better than Frank Kaminsky. But Ayton is special. He's going to be an all-star in this league once he start carrying and once he start getting utilized the right way and they actually start playing meaningful games since they've been a lottery team the last couple years. But personally, I'm not the high on Frank Kaminsky. I don't really think he's going to be a big difference maker. I don't really think that they made a mistake either. I just want to see what they really do with the rest of this roster because they have a bunch of players that can shoot threes. They have a bunch of bigs that can space the floor and shoot threes. And they have a bunch of young talent that hasn't developed, hasn't really shown or proven anything outside of Devin Booker. So this is one of the more confusing teams in the NBA when they lost, just like we are as fans and as spectators, as media. But what I will say is Kaminsky going to show up to work, do what he's asked to do, and he's going to play his role right. And he is a guy that likes competition. He is competitive, and he can shoot that ball. So if you need him to play the 4 or the 5, or you need to go big, he can do both. Like I said, he's not going to give you much defensively. He's not going to give you rim protection. He's not going to give you a lot of boards, but he is going to give you that floor spacing that you need to open up the paint, to get some pick and roll to going, to give you some guys that you can kick out to, because he can hit mid-range 2 and 3s. And he's going to give you a guy that's going to go out there and compete when he's on the court. So I know he's not going to be a 35 minute guy. He's going to be slotted into that 15 to 20 minutes. But that is good for them if that's what they're trying to do, is have big lineups or trying to space out the floor a little bit, because Aiden is not known as a three-point shooter. So I really want to see what they're going to do with Aaron Baines. I want to see what they're going to do with Kaminsky and how they're going to use him with Aiden. Is he just going to give him a different look? He gives them another chance with a different lineup. I can see it from that perspective too. But if I had to be honest, I really give all the minutes to Aiden, because I want to see him really produce and develop into something that you took him at #1 to do, which is be your franchise player at that center position. But Frank Kaminsky can play the power forward too if they want to go big and give him some floor spacing. So the Baines and the Kaminsky ain't terrible deals. They just not the best defenders, but they do give you some shooting that Dragon Bender hasn't been able to do consistently. So I understand that also. So if that's what they're looking for, I understand it. But at the same time, they really need to figure out what they're really trying to do with this young talent and Devin Booker, because he's not going to want to sit here and just continue to wait and wait and wait as they continue to suck. He's going to eventually going to want to win, and a lot of teams will take Devin Booker right now. So I don't know what they're doing, but it makes sense that they're trying to get some floor spacing to play big, and they're trying to get some floor spacing for DeAndre Ayton in the paint by getting a stretch 4 with him and Baines. So it do make sense with that, but I still want to know what they're going to do defensively. I want to know what they're going to do as a team, and I want to know what they're doing with the point guard position, getting Ricky Rubio. You get shooting for the big spots, but you don't really get shooting from your point guard that's going to be there as a starter. So I'm lost, but I also understand the logic of some of these moves, but I also don't fully understand all the logic. But then again, we got to see what they do with the rest of this free agency period and then summer league, and when the season starts. And they're not going to be a playoff team, so I don't really know. But let me know what you guys think. Frank Kaminsky, good deal, cheap deal, smart deal, overrated, underrated. You like it with Aiden, it makes sense, but at the same time, I don't really know if they needed to make this move. But they also do got insurance if Baines go down with an injury or he can't play. You still got another big that can stretch out the floor for Aiden, and that can play the 5 and stretch out the floor if one of them go down. So they do got backup centers, but that's what Dragon Bender was supposed to be. That's what Marquise Chris was supposed to be. And now you're replacing them with Baines and Frank Kaminsky. Ain't that crazy? Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link be in the description, comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that likes the videos. Thanks for everybody that comments. I like the activity that you guys have shown. I answered comments that make sense, if that makes sense. And also, at the end of the day, if you like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies. I break down players. I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. I'm gone.